Hello children. So in previous class we have learnt about open and closed curves. Yes. So today let us look at what are simple closed curves. Now closed curves from the above figure are arranged into two groups. Observe both the groups and try to find the difference between them. See, the closed curves are divided into two groups here. Yes or no? What are closed curves again? Closed curves are those where the ends meet. When both the ends meet, it is called as a closed curve. Now these two, the figures in both group A and group B are closed curves. But why are they differentiated here? How did they group, or why did they group it into two different things? Why? If we observe, the curves in group A do not cross themselves at any point, whereas the curves in group B cross themselves at least one point. See here, I have started, let us take another curve. We are starting the curve from here, then without crossing the curve, I am completing the figure. Yes, but when you look at group B, here see, this is the point of crossing. Here we are crossing, here we are crossing, here in this star we are crossing at many points. So what is the difference between the figures in group A and group B, children? The figures in group A do not cross themselves. It's a single line. They are not crossing their path. That means they are not overlapping. We cannot see one line over the other in group A. Whereas in group B, the figures are crossing their paths at least one point. Group B cross themselves at least one point. See here, in these four figures it is crossing at only one point, but if you look at this, it is crossing at many points. So that is the difference between the figures in group A and group B. Now examples of simple closed figure. A simple curve is here, look at the last line. A simple curve which closed is known as a simple closed curve. See, a simple group A. The figures in group A become simple closed curves. They are simple to draw. Just we are drawing this line and closing here. There is no crossing of paths. There is no crossing of paths. Yes, children. Whereas in group B, we can see that these curves are not simple. These curves are not simple. They are crossing at least one point. So what are simple closed curves here? The curves which do not cross the path at any point become our simple closed curves. So from this we can see the examples of few more examples of simple closed curves. These two become simple closed curves. Why? Because the curves do not cross themselves, whereas these are just closed curves. These are just closed curves. These are our simple closed curves. Again, these two figures are just closed curves. Why? Because the curves are crossing themselves at least one point here. Yes, children. So this is the difference between a simple closed curve and a closed curve. Now tick the simple closed curve. Is A simple closed curve? Yes, the curves are not crossing. Even B is also a simple closed curve. Now coming to C, here see, here the curves are crossing. So this is not a simple closed curve. Even in figure D, the curves are crossing at 2 points. So this is also not a simple closed figure. Now coming to E, yes, E is a simple closed curve. Again, whereas F is not a simple closed curve because they are crossing at many points. Now write the letters of the English alphabet that form simple closed curves when written in